Hey everybody, it's TheModernNative. So today we are going to be working on the fence to go around the cabin to be able to secure the boys, because I can't move down here and have the boys in here because I don't have any way to contain them, and there's no real spot for me to hang their lines. So the only spots are at the corners of the cabin, and if they are hooked up on those lines and they start pulling and shaking on them, could bring the whole cabin down before it's fully done. So trying to move down here as fast as we can, so I'm starting on the fence to get that done. And we're going to start with the fence back there. So I'm going to show you guys that. Stay tuned. Alright, so one of the first things I have to do is I have to take and prep a bunch of these ends with a point to be able to drive it into the ground easier. Because these more robust ones are my upright supports on my fencing. Doesn't need to be nothing fancy. Just needs to kind of come to a point. Just enough so that way it'll drive into the ground. And I'll do a few of these to do my first section. Because some of these thin ones that aren't going to be good for an upright, they're going to be, see, this is barely thicker than my thumb, they're going to be my filler branches. So, get some of these set to the side. Actually, this whole top bundle is basically good for that. My wrist is still weak, so I still got to be careful, but getting it done. Trying to catch some time in between the rain, because it's been raining the past couple of days. And I don't want to bring boards up and down because the trail is soft. Coming down it once to do this and going back up when I'm done for the day isn't that big of a deal. But the up and down, up and down, up and down with boards, it's too much traffic. My trail is going to be ruined because I need to get more wood chips on the trail. But do that tomorrow. First thing, we finish doing some woodwork, firewood, up in the orchard, and then setting up the wood chipper at the same time so I can get firewood and wood chips done, because whatever's not good for firewood I'll just run through the chipper. Then I'll be able to have wood chips for my path. There, I got 4 of those done already, got one up there, and I have some of my starter line branches. Should be able to get this first section done before the rain hits. I only got like an hour, if that, depending. Because for those of you who've never lived in upstate New York, it can be raining right here, and a mile down the road it's not raining. They can call for full sunshine and we can have a thunderstorm out of nowhere, or they can call for rain and we have a sudden sunspot and it's all hot. New York doesn't make up its mind. You don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. But that's a cliche that everybody uses. So, got my uprights prepped, got my side branches right there. Let's get this first section done. So I'm trying to space these 3 feet or so apart so I can weave these branches in. Damn, that's already looking awesome. Super excited. And the one side of this is actually a living tree. I'm going to try to do that as much as I can. Have a living fence. And then I'm just going to be weaving these branches. Had a thorn go into my thigh. Well, I'm going to be weaving the branches, trying to alternate the weave. It's going to take a lot of branches to do it, but if I had twine, I would go through and lash these, because if you see, it's a lot firmer. It's a lot snugger fit if it is bent against the way the bow wants to bend. Keeps it a snugger fit, more secure, and that'll mean more stability. But it wants to roll, so try to get away with that. Yeah. There. Weave the branches. Ow, thorn in the back of my thigh hurt. The stronger I make it, the better it'll be keeping the boys in, and I can feel better about letting them run loose inside camp when we're not around. I don't like keeping them cooped up. They're my adventurous outside dogs, and they love exploring. So, but they don't have great recall. Been trying to work on them with it. Being here, it'll be a lot easier. I'll be able to. You got to remember to alternate your weave so it has strength. Started leaning in, so now I need to give it some support to come in. this way. And then for some of these that are too small, I might use them something like this. Bring this all forwards. Yeah. It'll all come together, so I'm going to need to extend it to there. Oh yeah, it's going to take a lot to make this wall. But once it's done, it'll be nice. And what I'll do is on the last rod, I'll tie it off on each point to make sure it stays solid. But damn, yeah, I gotta grab more branches. Glad I brought all my bundles down, so I don't really have to go anywhere. Because Demon likes to jump at walls. So I gotta make sure this isn't enticing to want to be jumped at. in this hole behind this. So bam, that's the first 6 feet or so. Now I gotta prep some more stuff. Find some more sticks. But bam, I'm gonna add some filler through the middle, just so it doesn't look like you can go through it. I don't want them to test it. But yeah, it's a start. Oh, here comes the rain. Alrighty, so that was a good chunk. Alrighty everybody, I hope you enjoyed this section of the cabin build, starting out the fence. Till next time, get out there, be a native. Go beast.